In the foothills of the Smoky Mountains, folks come from miles around to see the future of the Chicago Cubs. For the next half hour, we take you inside America's friendliest ballpark, behind the scenes with the Tennessee Smokies. It's time for Remote Area Medical Bear Trax, inside Smokies Baseball. Now let's head out to the Buddy Gregg RV Studios and the voice of the Tennessee Smokies, Mick Gillispie.
Hey folks, I'm Mick Gillispie, and welcome in to Bear Trax. We're brought to you by Remote Area Medical, and this is our inside look at Tennessee Smokies Baseball as we talk to you from a plush RV here at Buddy Gregg RV and Motorhomes. We got a spectacular show for you this week, and it really highlights the Tennessee Smokies partnership with their charity of choice in 2016, and that's Alzheimer's Tennessee. On this week's show, Evan Ellis gives us a behind-the-scenes look on the night the Smokies wore purple jerseys for Alzheimer's Night. Smokies players and staff tell us how their lives were touched by Alzheimer's. We're joined by Lady Vols voice Mickey Dearstone. And of course, the Rally Ranger will check in. The Tennessee Smokies on occasion will wear a special themed jersey to help support local charities. Evan Ellis takes us behind the scenes on a night when the Smokies wore purple and orange in honor and support of Alzheimer's Tennessee.
In 2016, the Smokies partnered with a new charity of choice, Alzheimer's Tennessee, a partnership that has benefited both sides.
The partnership with the Smokies is incredible because look at all the people sitting in the stands tonight and look at all of them, and they can realize that they're not alone with Alzheimer's and dementia and that we can live with this disease. Seeing all the people and for all the people to see that Alzheimer's Tennessee is here and very much a part of what we do every day, whether it's baseball or something else, I think gives people comfort and realizes that they have a friend and that they have a partner in this, and Alzheimer's Tennessee and the Smokies coming together can really demonstrate that.
Alzheimer's Tennessee is a valuable resource in our community.
We're really excited because we hope that this is an opportunity to raise awareness about Alzheimer's and related dementias and let people know that they're not alone when it comes to living with this disease. Alzheimer's Tennessee, we've been in our community here since 1983. We take anywhere from 200 to 400 phone calls every month from people who simply have questions about themselves or a loved one, and we talk with them about this disease, and it is a brain disease, and what does that mean for us, for our loved ones, for caregivers, and so it's a journey, and we really aim to walk that journey with people.
The sides have collaborated for two special jersey nights this season. The first one was great, but the second one set a new standard for honoring those touched by Alzheimer's.
We wanted them to be purple and we wanted them to be popular, so we hope people will really like the jerseys, and I saw they did some t-shirts down at the Goatees locker room too, and so we really hope people will pitch in and want to take one of those jerseys home, and even if it's not for them, maybe they want to give it to someone. Maybe they want to give it to someone who's caring for their mom or dad or for their sister or brother or grandparents, and let them know, hey, I was at the Smokies game and there was really something special and I made a donation in your honor tonight.
All in all, the night was a success. Proof of the power of a partnership that has a mission of helping raise awareness for something too many face.
We also hope that people will find a way to volunteer. We have volunteers in the Smokies concession stands who are helping out, and they're raising funds through their volunteering tonight, and they can do that any night at the Smokies ballpark. So people can come and volunteer here. They obviously like coming to the ballpark, so they can come back and volunteer some more. The other thing that they can do if they want to be a part of us, and this is the big one, I really want people to pay attention, they can come back right here on Saturday, August 27th and walk. We are going to be down on the field. We're all going to be able to run the bases. Finish line for the walk will be across home plate, so we can all hit a home run for Alzheimer's.
So we hope to see you again for the upcoming Alzheimer's Tennessee Walk at Smokies Stadium later this month. For Bear Trax, I'm Evan Ellis.
Those jerseys were awesome. One of my very favorites of all the different jerseys that the Smokies have had over the last few years. The orange looked great, the purple was fantastic, and it all was for a great cause. Smokies players and some staff got together with us to talk about how their life has been touched by Alzheimer's.
As you know, Alzheimer's is a very difficult disease to encounter and go through, and I just want you to know the Tennessee Smokies are behind you, and every day we're hoping a cure comes out there.
Alzheimer's is a very difficult disease to face, and we know it affects a lot of people throughout the country and throughout the world. but just know the Tennessee Smokies are here behind you, and we hope to find a cure one day.
I have an uncle who has Alzheimer's. I've seen the damages done. My family has seen it. For all those out there who's facing Alzheimer's, just want you to know that Alzheimer's Tennessee and Tennessee Smokies have your back.
My mother was affected by Alzheimer's for 10 years. It's a terribly debilitating disease. It takes its toll not only on the individual, but also on the caregivers. I'm certainly glad the Smokies or have adopted rather, Alzheimer's Tennessee as their charity of choice.
Alzheimer's Tennessee is an important partner of the Tennessee Smokies. So to all those families out there facing Alzheimer's, we have your back.
This year it's been sort of fitting that Alzheimer's Tennessee is the Smokies charity of choice, because actually right before the season started, I unfortunately lost my grandmother in her battle with dementia, which she'd been dealing with for probably about 2 years before her passing, and definitely saw the effect it had on not just her, but my family. I want to say thank you to Alzheimer's Tennessee for all the tremendous work they're doing in the community, and to all those facing Alzheimer's and dementia, myself and the Tennessee Smokies have your back.
Don't go anywhere. When we come back, Mickey Dearstone, voice of the Tennessee Lady Vols. More Bear Tracks next.
Millions of people live in fear of sickness or injury simply because they cannot afford basic medical care. Remote Area Medical, RAM, prevents pain and alleviates suffering by providing free, quality health care to those in need. At a RAM clinic, volunteers offer dental, vision, and general medical care at no cost to the patients. Learn more and support this vital mission at ramusa.org.
Buddy Greg RV wants you to get back on the road. Spring is here, and so are the savings with a huge sale going on now at both locations. Save big on 2016 travel trailers with payments on the Salem Cruise Light beginning at only $162 per month. Check these new fifth wheels out. Get the Forest River Wildcat and Cardinal as low as $345 per month. Buddy Greg RV has been making memories for over 30 years. Start making yours today. Located off I-40 at exit 373 in Knoxville and 407 in Sevierville. Make sure to visit BuddyGreg.com.
My insurance rates are probably going to double.
But Dad, you've got
Allstate. With accident forgiveness, they guarantee your rates won't go up just because of an accident.
Smart kid.
Indeed. Ask an Allstate agent about accident forgiveness. Are you in good hands?
Contact your local Allstate agent today. Kendall Clark in Morristown or Dale Skidmore in Knoxville. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Welcome back into Bear Tracks, our inside look at Tennessee Smokies Baseball. And it's great to be joined today by Mickey Dearstone, longtime voice of the Lady Vols basketball team, and someone that you may recognize from sports radio WNML. He's part of the morning show there. But it's great to talk to you today specifically about your time with the Lady Vols.
Mick, it's good to be here. Glad to be here. Glad you had me.
The Lady Vols, they're a dynasty in college basketball, and it was built by Pat Summitt. What was it like working with her?
Well, it was actually different. I spent about 22 years with her altogether, and the first 10, I was very intimidated by her, and the last 12, it was like working with a friend. And so it's kind of interesting how it evolved from just a strictly professional relationship. Because I don't know about you, but I'm the type that I stay out of everybody's way. You know, there's some play-by-play people that'll travel with teams, and you know they want to do everything with the team and pictures and all that stuff. I wasn't that way. I wanted to be somebody in the background, and that's the way it was for the first 10 years or so, until she forced me into really a very strong friendship after that for the final 12 years.
lot of success the program had. You were there, part of it, watching as Tennessee won national championships, SEC titles. How good was this team? I mean, overall, not just one specific group, but with Pat Summitt as the head coach.
Well, as long as she was going to be the head coach, it was going to be very good. She very seldom hired bad people. She very seldom recruited bad people. I can remember with you spending a lot of time in the state of Alabama. I mean, I can remember when you had Sydney up here from the state of Alabama. Rick Moody was the basketball coach at Alabama, and when somebody asked about Sydney Spencer and why you didn't recruit her to Alabama, I think he made a comment something similar. Well, we didn't think that she could play for Alabama. And they go, well, she plays for Tennessee. If you can play for Tennessee, you can play for Alabama. So she was very good at evaluating talent, but more importantly, she was even better at evaluating personalities. And that's for players, and that was for coaches too. And she even did personality profiles on all of her players and all of her coaches, so that she would know how to coach those individuals differently if their personalities required it.
How was it when she came to you and to the rest of the team and the staff and let everyone know that she was dealing with dementia, Alzheimer's?
Well, you know, they had the press conference, and she called me the morning of the press conference to let me know. And of course, I was a basket case, to be honest with you, like a lot of other people that were close to her. But she called me, one, to ask me if I would do her last interview, which we did after the press conference. And two, Pat and I always had this kind of running joke that she said that she wasn't going to retire till I retired, and I wasn't going to retire until she retired. And she called to let me know that she was going to have to step down, but I had better not hang it up yet. And that's what she called for the morning of the press conference.
What do you think Pat Summitt's legacy is, not just to the state of Tennessee, not just to women's basketball, but overall legacy, the impact she had on America?
Well, I don't know that there's any one person that has increased the opportunities for girls to play sports. She made it okay for girls in elementary school and middle school to play sports. And originally it was basketball. And then when more and more girls started playing basketball, there wasn't enough opportunities in college for all those girls. So then it was kind of like, well, okay, it's okay for them to be athletic, and you can still be a lady. And I think that's one reason that she really, you know, harped and hit home with the word lady, because she expected them to be tough athletes, but also, you know, a gentle lady, just like ladies are supposed to be. And so she did that, where other coaches are well known for their wins. But she actually did more for women in sports than anybody in the history of this country, and maybe even the world. And the second thing would be that she made the Lady Vols the most recognizable women's sports brand in the world. I mean, people in other countries knew the Lady Vol logo, and she did that while at the same time increasing the opportunities for women.
And she's also become the face of dementia, Alzheimer's.
And, you know, it's sad that we lost her, but it doesn't surprise me a bit. And because of the grace that she showed when she handled her diagnosis, and the 5 years from diagnosis until she left this world. She did it the same way that she coached every day. You know, she fought the fight. She was fighting the battle, and she did it with the grace that a lot of people wouldn't be able to have.
Well, again, it was great talking with you, Mickey, and looking forward to doing it again soon.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. And the message that we want to send along to folks is that we'd like for you to continue to support the people that have been touched by Alzheimer's, and you can do that by supporting Alzheimer's Tennessee.
Thank you. More Bear Tracks coming up.
Millions of people live in fear of sickness or injury simply because they cannot afford basic medical care. Remote Area Medical, RAM, prevents pain and alleviates suffering by providing free, quality health care to those in need. At a RAM clinic, volunteers offer dental, vision, and general medical care at no cost to the patients. Learn more and support this vital mission at ramusa.org.
Buddy Greg RV wants you to get back on the road. Spring is here and so are the savings with a huge sale going on now at both locations. Save big on 2016 travel trailers with payments on the Salem Cruise Light beginning at only $162 per month. Check these new fifth wheels out. Get the Forest River Wildcat and Cardinal as low as $345 per month. Buddy Greg RV has been making memories for over 30 years. Start making yours today. Located off I-40 at exit 373 in Knoxville and 407 in Sevierville. Make sure to visit buddygreg.com.
For achievements in sports, school, or in the office, Brandon's always has the perfect award. For over 75 years, Brandon's Awards and Engraving has listened to your needs and ideas and created custom plaques to trophies that recipients cherish forever. Brandon's also does specialty advertising items, embroidered and silk-screened apparel and gifts. They can put your logo on virtually anything. Stop by on Kingston Pike and top Bearden Hill. Visit Brandon'sAwards.com. The highest quality products and service on time.
Welcome back in the Bear Trax, our inside look at Tennessee Smokies Baseball. Our show is brought to you by Remote Area Medical. The Smokies are the AA affiliate of the Chicago Cubs, and a longtime tradition in Chicago at Wrigley Field, where the Cubs play, is to raise the W flag when the team wins. Well, the Smokies have adopted that same tradition here in East Tennessee. Danielle Whaley shows us why Saturdays that includes a new flag.
The right field flagpoles here at Smokies Stadium honor many things, including our nation, the great state of Tennessee, and on nights when the Smokies win, a blue and white W flag flies in the air. And starting this season, the Smokies have paid tribute to those touched by Alzheimer's. The 10th man flag is raised before each Saturday home game. It is an opportunity to honor those touched by Alzheimer's.
I think the 10th man flag is a true way to incorporate the mission in the partnership between Alzheimer's Tennessee and the Tennessee Smokies, because it's a way to bring an individual or a family here and honor them, or sometimes memorialize them.
The 10th man flag, a new tradition with extra special meaning to so many, including the family that raised the flag on this special night.
So tonight we're raising the flag in honor of Harold Sonny Summers, and he's living with Alzheimer's disease, and he's had the disease for about 10 years, and he's now at a point where he needs some additional assistance, and so his family helped him move into a memory care community in Knoxville. But his daughter Colleen and her husband and then Colleen's sister are going to be here to raise the flag, and they are still visiting their dad every day and helping him live with Alzheimer's disease. And so it's a special night for them, and I think it will be especially special because they can look around and see all the people we hope who will be here wearing their purple and showing their support.
For Bear Trax, I'm Danielle Whaley.
That's a great new tradition at Smokies Stadium. On a lighter note, another tradition we have at Smokies Stadium is the Rally Ranger. Let's check in with him here this week.
Hello Smokies fans, welcome to this edition of The Hot Corner with the Rally Ranger. We've been taking your questions on Twitter, and so we're going to get right into it. Our first question comes from @KidneyChesneyYoung. What is your favorite stretch to perform before a game, and what would the hashtag for that stretch be? Well, I know you can only see my chest down to my toes. That's because I have a face for radio. I don't know why they put me in front of a camera. But the stretch would be, I like to call the Shakira, my hips don't lie. My hips don't lie. And I guess the hashtag for that would be, my hips don't lie. Our next tweet is from @CarhartSweetheart, and they write, if you had to compare Ben Carhart to a Hollywood actor, who would it be? Well, I'm going to go for the ever so funny Taco from The League. He's hilarious, and I think he absolutely looks like Ben Carhart, and I think they could probably star in a sequel to Step Brothers 2. Our next tweet comes from @MarquisSideburns. They write, "How does Brad Marquis keep his sideburns so fresh? Hashtag Elvis would be proud." Well, the secret to keeping great, stylish sideburns is a lot of conditioner and a lot of Axe body spray. Our last and final tweet comes from @HappyHap. They write, "What music do you listen to that gets you hyped for a rally? Hashtag rally hype." Elevator music. It gets me soothed and calm and ready for a big rally.
You never know what you're going to see each week with the Rally Ranger. Folks, don't go anywhere. We've got more Bear Tracks coming up.
Millions of people live in fear of sickness or injury simply because they cannot afford basic medical care. Remote Area Medical, RAM, prevents pain and alleviates suffering by providing free, quality health care to those in need. At a RAM clinic, volunteers offer dental, vision, and general medical care at no cost to the patients. Learn more and support this vital mission at ramusa.org.
The best kept secret in North Knoxville, Legacy Point Apartments. Located just off Shad Road on Pleasant Ridge. 1, 2, and 3 bedroom apartments. They are pet friendly with access to a 24-hour state-of-the-art fitness center and saltwater pool with iconic mushroom fountain. Find out for yourself. Stop by and meet their friendly staff or visit them online at legacypointapartments.com.
All right, let's see it. Right down the inside. I'll get this thing out of here.
Gibby gets the sign from the imaginary catcher, the overhead windup, and the 3-2 pitch. Oh, and he swings and misses, and it hits him in the face. That's an embarrassing moment.
Yeah, sounds like a commercial coming along. Oh, it's great. It's great.
Everybody shut down again.
This week's Bear Tracks Player of the Week is Smokies outfielder Bijan Rademacher. Rademacher was stellar in his final 7 games before being promoted to AAA Iowa. He hit .428 with 2 home runs and 8 RBIs, including ending a pair of games a triple shy of the cycle. Congratulations to Bijan Rademacher, our Bear Tracks Player of the Week. Tune in again next week to see who will be the next Bear Tracks Player of the Week.
Welcome back into Bear Tracks, our weekly look at Tennessee Smokies Baseball. And we talk to you today from the Buddy Gregg RV and Motorhome Studios. A plush RV makes for a perfect TV set. The Smokies, of course, are East Tennessee's professional baseball team, and here's a look at what they've got on tap at Smokies Stadium this week.
The Smokies continue a homestand with the Montgomery Biscuits tonight, Saturday, August 6th at Smokies Stadium. Tonight's game is Harry Potter night, so grab your wands and brooms and head out to the ballpark. Post-game fireworks follow the game. Sunday, August 7th is a U.S. Cellular Family Fun Day. It's also social media night, featuring a special t-shirt giveaway to the first 1,000 fans. Monday, August 8th is a McGee-Tyson Airport Dollar Monday, and the Series with the Biscuits wraps on Tuesday, August 9th with a $2 Tuesday. Smokies then return home on Wednesday, August 17th for a set against the Jacksonville Suns. For more information on all of our promotions, visit SmokiesBaseball.com. We hope to see you soon at America's friendliest ballpark.
That'll do it for this week's show. Special thanks to everyone involved with Alzheimer's Tennessee, the voice of the Lady Vols, Mickey Dearstone, and our entire crew. I'm Mick Gillispie, reminding you that you can watch this or any of our other shows on our website, SmokiesBaseball.com. Looking forward to seeing you at the ballpark. Have a great week. So long for Bear Tracks.
You have been watching Remote Area Medical Bear Tracks inside Smokies Baseball, airing each Saturday from the Buddy Gregg RV Studios. Join us again next week as we go inside Smokies Baseball on Remote Area Medical Bear Tracks.
Millions of people live in fear of sickness or injury simply because they cannot afford basic medical care. Remote Area Medical, RAM, prevents pain and alleviates suffering by providing free, quality health care to those in need. At a RAM clinic, volunteers offer dental, vision, and general medical care at no cost to the patients. Learn more and support this vital mission at ramusa.org.